e5 is a common response that establishes a presence in the center, controls d4, and opens up the queen and dark-squared bishop. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, attacks the e5 pawn, and prepares to castle. Knight c6 develops the knight toward the center, protects the pawn on e5, and eyes the d4 square. The Italian game starts with bishop c4, which attacks the f7 pawn, and prepares to castle quickly. Knight f6 develops the knight and attacks the undefended e4 pawn. d3 protects the e4 pawn and the c4 bishop, and allows the dark-squared bishop to develop. This move clears the way to bring their bishop into the game. Castling kingside helps to complete your development. Your opponent pinned your knight, limiting its movement. You kicked your opponent's piece from that square. They exchange pieces of equal value. Well played. This recapture develops a fresh piece on the board. This move forces your queen to retreat, giving your opponent extra tempo. Clearly, you don't want to leave your queen in danger. Your opponent develops their bishop off its starting square. You're kicking their knight out of a useful square. Their better move was to move a knight to safety. You are bringing your knight into play, eyeing the central squares. They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best. You exchange pieces of equal value. A straightforward recapture. Your better option was to win a tempo by threatening a knight. You're now able to move a rook to a more active position. Oops, you gave up a pawn. They missed a chance to capture a free pawn. Your better option was to centralize a knight so it controls more squares. They had a better way to add a defender to a vulnerable pawn. You get a chance to force the loss of castling rights. Your best move was to force the loss of castling rights. You're now able to force doubling of pawns. Pawns are your king's first line of defense. Moving this one creates unnecessary risks. They took your pawn for free. You escaped the check from the knight. They defended their pawn, which was under attack. This is the way to win a rook. Their best option was to block a check from the opposing queen. You captured a free pawn. They stopped the check by interposing a piece between your queen and their king. You won a knight for free. They develop a new piece. You dodged the check, moving your king out of harm's way. They defended their knight, which was under attack.
Connected rooks can be very useful. You get a chance to checkmate the king. Checkmate is always the best move.